Today we're going to be learning how to multiply decimals by whole numbers and decimals by decimals. When multiplying at any time, the first thing you should do is think about an estimate. So this problem is saying 16 times 5 and 2/10. Well, 5 and 2/10 is close to 5. So 16 times 5 is 80. So my answer should be around 80. Now when I multiply this out, when using decimals and multiplication, you do not need to line up any decimal points. Line up your digits the way you would whole numbers. Now I can begin multiplying this out. 2 times 6 is 12, carry my 1. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. Put my placeholder there. 5 times 6 is 30, carry my 3. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 3 is 8. Now I add this up just as I normally would, and I take a look. I have 1 digit behind the decimal point in the problem. That means I must have 1 digit behind the decimal point in the answer. If I look at my estimate of 80 and my actual answer of 83 and 2/10, I'm very close. Let's take a look at this next one, dividing a decimal by a decimal. So 3 and 4/10 is close to 3. 1 and 8/10 is close to 2. So my estimate is about 6. So now when I go ahead and multiply this out, sometimes our decimal points line up, and that's fine. They can, but they don't have to. 4 times 8 is 32. 8 times 3 is 24, plus 3 is 27. Bring down my 0. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 3 is 3. I add this up. 7 plus 4 is 11, and I get 612. Well, we know that's not right. I have a total of 2 digits behind the decimal point in the problem, so I must have a total of 2 digits behind the decimal in my answer. My final answer is 6 and 12/100. My estimate was 6, so there again, very close. Let's take a look at this last problem, 22 and 8/10 times 52/100. I would like you to try this on your own. Take out a piece of paper and do this problem. When you finish, play the video to check your answer. Press pause now. Okay, to estimate this problem, I might say, well, 22 times 0.5, because they're both close to that. Well, that's basically saying half of 22, which is 11. So my estimate is about 11. When I go to work this out, once again, my decimal points do not need to line up. I can start working this out. 8 times 2 is 16. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 2 times 2 is 4. Bring down my placeholder. 5 times 8, is 40. Carry my 4. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 4 is 14. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. I add this up. 8, 1, and 1. Now, I have a total of 3 digits behind the decimal point in my problem. Therefore, I must have 3 digits behind my decimal in the answer. So my answer is 11 and 856 thousandths. My estimate was 11. There again, very close.